Hello, good morning. I'm welcoming you to this special package of young people's sexual education. Sexual education that is pure. Sexual education that is clean. Sexual education that is holy. Are you a young man? Are you a young lady? Are you a young woman? Do you want to be pure sexually? Are you wondering why it is difficult to remain pure even in our generation? Are you wondering why purity and virginity seem as if it is costly? It is not costly at all. There are reasons why so many people engage themselves in sexual immorality. This morning I want to share briefly with you, why do young people get themselves involved in sexual relationship? That's what I want to share with you briefly. Are you interested? Please, I invite you to follow us. Listen to me. The first reason why you see a lot of people getting so much involved in sexual purity is because they are so curious. Most of them do not know what sex is all about. Parents have never taught them. Uncles and aunties have never opened their mouth to teach them. They are so curious when they see some certain things outside. Youths, being the way they are, want to inquire and find out. Are you aware that we are in a generation that is like a jet generation, a generation that is too fast? Everything is getting computerized. Everything is moving so fast. The youths themselves want to move fast. If you think that issue of sex is still a matter you can keep to yourself, then you may be making a great mistake. Most of the youths out there are very, very curious. They pass through the same temptations adults pass through. They see some of the things adults see. Because there is no proper guidance, they are so curious to find out. The only place they can do that is to look for an opportunity. If you want to satisfy their curiosity, why not sit down and teach the young people? Tell them what is right. Tell them what is wrong. Help them to make a choice. And then you will help them very well. The second reason is misinformation. Most of the information our young people have about sexuality is wrong. There are a lot of sexual myths in our society. So many of them. Have you been wondering why youth seems to be going astray? The simple reason is because many of them do believe the wrong thing. Where do they get some of this information? Are you aware that our churches are not willing to say some of these things? Are you aware that our pulpits do not teach these things? The right sexual informations are not taught in schools. Even in places where they are supposed to get the correct information, they are not taught. So where else do you think they can get the right information? Some people are told that if a boy and a girl does not have sex, they will die before they become old. Who will correct that notion? They may find it difficult to ask an adult. Why not teach them and give them the right information? Some girls are taught that menstruation is a period of exploration. Once you start menses, you can now go into sexuality. So many people believe that you can't get married except you sleep with the person you want to marry. There are so many sexual myths. Maybe in our part 2, we will look at the issue of sexual myths. Another reason why you see young people getting so much involved in sexual relationship or premarital sex is because they are looking for financial gain. Do you know about prostitution? It may be formal or informal. A lot of boys and girls are selling their body because somebody is providing for them. Do you know that there is hunger in town? Do you know that many people have no food to eat? And because they do not have food to eat, they are looking for any way they can get themselves involved. Men who think to be wiser can give them money and draw them by the side. Contentment and godliness is a great gain. That's what the scripture says. May I tell you now that youths get involved in sexual relationship or premarital sex because of search for money. Do not say they may not be tempted. Outside there, someone may buy them something. Someone may give them a gift. Eventually, in the hearts of those who are presenting this gift, there is always a hidden agenda. Most of these are young men and women are not prepared to handle some of these things. Some of them are only deceived, only to find themselves at the wrong side. Financial gain. What about our schools, our lecturers, and what about those who want to help? Some of these are girls, only on the platform of sleeping with them. If a person have a need, and the only way to get the need satisfied is to take them to bed, most of them seem to fall because they don't have the morale to say no. Please, sex can be available to any of these young ones if they are not properly taught or told what to do at the right time. Let me give you another information or another reason why you think most of our young people get involved in sexual intercourse even before time. Listen, there is a natural urge. We can't deny it. Biology teaches that once a child is moving from childhood to adolescence, there is always a growth in his body system. Growth and development will start. You notice very well that the body of the boy will change. The body of the girl will change. Parents should not just overlook this information. Are you aware that as their body changes, the same way sexual desires increases in them? They may not display it before you, but they feel always the same thing they feel. No one is there to tell them. No one is there to correct them or even tell them what to do. When a girl starts menses, there are usually desires of sex, sexual desire that follows within that particular period. No one may be there to care about these emotional needs. Can we teach some of our children and our youths that these things can help them? Yes, giving them proper information can help them so much. Are you so much interested? Do you think that these things cannot be taught? Information is good. Information can save. Information can deliver. Information can enlighten. Information can make one to be wise. May I invite you to please speak interest to help our young people. The temptations are getting higher and higher, but the knowledge is only in the negative side. Correct knowledge is no more popular at all. Our society is presenting the wrong one. Do you notice that our televisions have been overtaken by only immoral films and videos? The only thing our children are exposed to are the wrong ones. No one is interested in the right one. Oh, my brothers and my sisters, may I tell you that there is need to help somebody around you. Listen to me. These young people have sexual need. Tell them that they are growing up. Tell them that these things they should expect it. Tell them what to do when they expect it. Tell them what people can tell them, especially if they have to be deceived. If a boy wants to approach a girl, and there are languages the boy should tell the girl to be aware, so that when those languages come, she's already prepared to know how to handle. Teach them negotiation skills. You may not be there with them when they will be tempted. At least they can negotiate themselves out. Is this like a good information to you? Why not try it today? Let me give you another thing. Some boys are told that you can't be a man until you have a girlfriend, until you go into sex. And some of them feel so psychologically pure. They feel psychologically defeated. If I'm a man, I'm a girl, I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I am losing out. And such a person may hear that from the school. He may find it difficult to share with the uncles or parents at home. And the person will be disgusted. Maybe inside his mind he will be so much, weak. And the only option may be to try it out. May I tell you, brother, sister, tell them, give them the right information. You can save them from the pressures outside there. When they go to the market, there is pressure. When they go to the church, there is pressure. When they go to the society, when they are watching football, when they are listening to music, when they are going out in the society, there are a lot of sexual pressure. Please, let's help our young people. Let's give them the right information, and it will help them. The fifth reason why most of our youths and so much engaged in sexual intercourse or premarital sex is because they want to be like adults. Is that a surprise to you? Every young person wants to grow. One of the things that makes them grow as if they have arrived is when they see themselves in sex. Let me give you a secret. Do you know that when a girl is a virgin, she remains so calm? If a boy is a virgin, she looks so innocent. Anytime you notice a girl or a boy becoming so wide and disrespectful, started acting one kind, a girl that you used to see quiet is no more quiet. Watch carefully, very, very well. Maybe there is exposure sexually. When someone is sexually exposed, he seems to be enlightened. Can you remember the story of Adam and Eve in the Bible? When they ate the fruit, their eyes were open. Do you know that most of our youths, their eyes are open? And they are looking wide. That is why their characters are wide. One way of helping them is to teach them the right thing. If you teach them the right thing, leave them to make the choice. It is either they imbibe with what you are telling them and live well, or they will neglect what you are saying, and then they will bear the consequences. And that will go a long way to help our society. I want to give you few points more, why most of our youth engage in sexual immorality. Another reason is this. Parents, do you know that when your child is growing and is about to go out of the house, maybe to the school, to the university, to the boarding house, and they feel, my parents have treated me badly, one way of revenging against the parents is to engage in those acts you told them not to engage in. If they want to get back at you or make you feel so bad or spoil your testimony, some of them will go into that intentionally just to make their parents angry. But young man, young girl, if you do some certain things to make your parents angry, you are only killing yourself. You can't eat your cake and have it. One thing you can do is that any advice you are given, please take them. The Bible has an advice for parents. It says, fathers, do not make your children angry. If parents make your children angry, you can push them into taking some decisions they are not naturally supposed to take. That should be a word of wisdom that can help our parents, that can help our brothers, that can help our sisters. Are you willing? 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 Those who have tried sex once always have an urge to try it the second time. It is easier not to try it first. Trying it always suggests the issue of going for it again. Prevention, they say, is always better than kill. Are you blessed by this teaching? Does that make a sense to you? Can you like our page? Can you follow us? Follow us live. We shall come back again. This is the first episode. If you are interested, please share this video. As you are watching, why not just click on your phone, click on the system you are using, and just share. Maybe some other people will benefit from it. Share it among our youths. Share it among those who are adults. It's a period to enlighten our parents. It's a period to enlighten our youths. Do you have forum where youths gather? That would be very wonderful to share with them. If you have an opportunity, why not give us a call? Why not share with us? We will also help to share with them. Our society is spoiling. Our society is getting so bad. Knowledge is increasing. Eventually, righteousness seems to be decreasing. We need to do something now and save our youths. I love every one of you who are following. I love those of you who are listening. From far and near, I love you so much. I welcome you. My name is Reverend Canon Joseph Ofebu. I'm speaking to you, sharing with you sex education for the young people. Parents can benefit from it. Young people can benefit from it. Children can benefit from it. Are you having sexual problems? Do you seem to enter into a situation you don't know how to come out? Are you looking for avenue for counseling? Do you want to be wiser? Do you want to be godly? Is virginity still valuable in our generation? The answer is yes. 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 It's possible that one can be a virgin. Very, very possible to maintain your virginity. Listen, culture or tribe or what you are taught may not change the stand of the scriptures. Things are changing. The world is quickly changing. The world is quickly changing. Brothers and sisters, I want to give 3 more points before I end this episode. I welcome every one of you who is watching. Please, I beg you, can you please share this video? Share it, and somebody will benefit from it. I invite you to share, and God will bless you, even as you share this information with us. What are we talking about? I'm discussing the reasons why young people find themselves in sexual immorality, find themselves in premarital sex before time. There are so many reasons, more than 50 reasons why people do that. But parents can help them. Young people, you can also help yourselves. And I have already mentioned about 7 already. But let me give you the remaining 3. Those who desire to marry, and it seems as if marriage is delaying. Hey, they have prayed, they have fasted, and it seems as if the partner to marry them is not forthcoming. And any man comes and says, I want to sleep with you. If I sleep with you, then I will marry you. Most of our girls are tempted to sleep with them. They give in sex only to get married. Young girl, only man who wants to take you to bed does not love you. He only wants to enjoy you. Eventually, he will abandon you. If such a man eventually marries you, he will never trust you, because he will count you to be so cheap. If he has gotten you to be cheap, then he will never trust you throughout that marriage. Do you remember what the Bible says? Proverbs have an answer to some of these things. What does the book of Proverbs say? He said that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4 says that marriage should be honored by all. The bed should not be defiled. Whomongers God will judge. Marriage is never founded on the basis of culture. Marriage is found by God himself, and his word is that people should be pure. Are you aware that when people marry in the Old Testament and they are not virgins, they are stoned to death? If that scripture is applicable today, how many people will be stoned to death? How many people entered into their marriage on the basis of virginity? You that is watching me, do you think you were a virgin when you married? Or are you not married already? What is your plan? Will you marry as a virgin? Or do you think there are no virgins? If that is what you are thinking, you are making a great mistake. That's out there. Most of them are there. You may not know them. They are lying cool, waiting on the time of the Lord. But many are wayward. I don't want you to be wayward. I want you to conceive what the Lord has given to you. Your virginity is like an egg. Guard it jealously. Don't sell it in the market. Don't give it away. Don't sell it. Don't waste it. Use it for the glory of God, and God will bless you. Are you willing to continue with us? The last 2 points I want to share is this: lack of adult guidance. I've said a little about that before. Information is scarce. I mean right information. I mean correct information. When last did you hear from the pulpit on the easiest way to overcome sexual pressure? The only thing you hear in our pulpit is that fornicators will go to hell. People know that fornicators will go to hell. But when they are faced with sexual temptation, they don't know what to do. They have not been taught. They have not been exposed. Because of lack of information, it affects them. Please, 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 give them right information, and you too, you will save somebody from falling. For you as a person, get the right information, and you will not be led astray. Let me give you the last point. Be aware of gifts. Gift blinds a man. So many people have fallen astray because of gifts. Teach our children to know how and what to do with accepting gifts. If they know who to accept gifts from, the motive behind every gift. When your children wear clothes you did not buy for them, when your children come back home with things you did not give them, do you inquire from them? What is usually your reaction as a parent or guardian? You will praise them, you will dance with them. When they buy some certain things and you are not the one providing those things for them, you keep quiet. That is a very good opportunity to teach them. Help our young people not to be accepting gifts anyhow. Every person who gives you gift without you meriting it, one day will ask for a return. But eventually the return match may be to take them to the bed. But you can help a young girl to run away from this error. You can help a young girl to run away from this error. Are you enjoying our discussion? Can you like us? Can you like our page? Just where you are watching, just click on like, and God will bless you so much. I thank you so much for joining us. It has been a very wonderful time. Can you just follow us? And then when you look at the right hand side of your sister, what you need to do is follow us and then add the issue of turn on notification, live notification, so that anytime we are online, we can notify you and you will follow us. I love you so much, and I greet you in the name of the Lord. I pray He will bless you. Remember, it is possible to remain a virgin. It is possible to be a child of God. It is possible not to engage in sexual immorality. If we do the right thing, we will get it right. Thank you very much, all my friends and well-wishers who have joined us, who have been watching with us. I thank you so much for doing this, and I pray that God will bless you. Have a nice time. Have a nice time. Till when we shall meet again. Please, I want to invite you again. By 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Nigerian time, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Join us tomorrow for an episode. Tomorrow we will look at sexual myths. What are some of the sexual information that are circulated among our young ones that are making them to fall prey to the hands of the enemy? If you get some of these things, it will help you. Please like us again, and may the Lord bless you. Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow by 10 a.m.